At Eden Prairie Community Center, 8:15 on a Saturday night, December 2nd. Eden Prairie in the white jerseys, home jerseys tonight. They had a chance to get together as a team earlier and do some shooting in Rink 2. So they should be warmed up with their shots, which would be good. We have about 3 minutes until we get rolling. We're using YouTube, as you can see. I'm hoping we keep the connection through the entire game. That's always my big deal. We're not going to have a score like Season Cast, overlay graphics showing the score, but I'll try to keep you updated about the score and time as we move through. This is Jeff Hall's account. Jeff Hall set this up, and the more that subscribe to this channel, the better. We needed 50 so that way we could go live. So I believe he has 68 followers right now, and that's how we are able to do it live. But still, subscribe to the channel. And we'll go from there. Since this is all new to me, it's the zoom is you need 2 fingers instead of 1. Checked my connection speed with Jeff just before we went live, and I supposedly have a good connection speed, and hopefully we just hold on. So playing the Prior Lake Lakers. We've played them, I think, last week at some point. I remember the goalie. I want to say, I can't remember if we won or lost. Once the game's over, I remember the feeling for a night and then move on from there. So we are getting ready to go here. There's Eden Prairie parents. I see a few gals that showed up for maybe their boyfriends on the Eden Prairie team. They're way down there. Otherwise, got 3 coaches for Eden Prairie in the box. Looks like Mr. Sylvia is running the clock, maybe. And then we have the Prior Lake Lakers coaches all wearing flannel jackets of some sort. There's the whistle, or the horn. That'd be a good whistle, though. So we're going to clean up the pucks and get ready to go. Erickson looks warmed up. You might find me messing with the Zoom a little bit today, just trying to see what's going to work as far as catching all the plays and all the action. So Prior Lake guy on his knee, thank you very much. Helping out. Looks like we have Mr. Erickson is running the score sheet. Mr. Sylvia is running the clock. Got 15 minutes on the clock for period number 1. Eden Prairie is ready to go. Erickson's ready to go. I might be a little too close. Prior Lake goalie's ready to go. Last name starts with K. I can't remember. If I had a list, I'd tell you. We started out. Dobchuk on the draw. Conrad chips it into the zone. Dobchuk after it. Dobchuk in the near corner here. Gets one around the back of the net. And Prior Lake looking for the puck. Eden Prairie gets a sense of right out in front. Peterson didn't have his stick down, otherwise he would have had a chance. Prior Lake working their way out of the zone. They dump it in, ring it around the back of the net. Prior Lake player there first. Segfeld able to get it rolling, and Conrad to Dobchuk over to Peterson. Peterson takes a shot at it, and that saved by the Prior Lake goalie. Miller's able to keep it in, but Prior Lake, long stretch pass. Here it goes. Coming in, shot. I think some nice D by Wagner. Got it knocked up into the netting. So no shot on goal, but I believe Wagner got a stick on it. So here we go. 14:05 left in the first. And Hall on the draw. Prior Lake back behind the net. Miller there. Hall there. And now it's sent across. And Prior Lake keeps it low. Wagner there. Prior Lake behind the net. Quick shot goes high and wide. Prior Lake sends it deep again. Hall crushing below into the boards. Hall tries to chip it up. Elmquist couldn't get it out of the zone. Prior Lake keeps it deep and still no clear. Prior Lake still holding on it, and a shot towards the goal, and Erickson covers. 13:26 left in the first. Lee with the draw. Prior Lake with possession, trying to come across the slot. Cut off by Schultz, able to get it out of the zone. Elliott tries to wrangle the puck on the far side. Tucker tries going cross ice, intercepted by Prior Lake, working their way into the zone, and sends it along the near side. Adams tried to get a stick on it. Schultz there as well. And Lee falls down briefly. Prior Lake and Eden Prairie fighting for it in the near corner. And Prior Lake player lost his stick briefly. Now another shot across the front of the net. Now back behind the net. Prior Lake centers and then puts it in the net. Prior Lake gets the first blood against Eden Prairie. Little nifty little pass from behind the net. Able to get it on the stick of the guy right in front of the goal. So puts Eden Prairie up by 1. Dobchuk with the draw. Prior Lake. Oh, ended up, Conrad was able to knock it off. No, that was Dobchuk, able to knock it off the stick and head it towards the goal, but it was covered by the Prior Lake goalie. Dobchuk taking the draw again. Prior Lake. Back around their net. Conrad trying to keep it low. Conrad gets possession. Ooh, fans on a shot. Prior Lake gets a hold of it. Prior Lake coming into the zone. Gets by Moten. Shot. Hits the outside of the net. Prior Lake keeps it in the zone. Trying to center. Moten able to get it to Conrad. Conrad over to Peterson. Peterson with a chance. Coming in hard. Peterson lost the handle on the puck. Sent it deep. Dobchuk heading back behind the net. Conrad fighting hard for it behind the net. Conrad tries to ring it around. No Eden Prairie Eagle there. So Prior Lake out of the zone. Hall dumps it in. And Eden Prairie changing personnel. Prior Lake. Stopped by Sylvia. Elmquist coming in. Elmquist takes a quick shot, gloved by the Prior Lake goalie and held. There's 1 out of 7, Will. So Prior Lake up by 1, 11:37 left in the first period. Puck drop, Hall took the face-off, and Prior Lake working their way out of the zone. Prior Lake coming in hard, deep into the Eden Prairie zone, behind the net. Flips it back, now centers right out in front, and that goes in the net. Another guy right out in front of the net knocks it in. So it makes it 2-0 Lakers with 11:18 left in the first period. So Prior Lake's plan is to get it real deep and then just throw it out right in front of the net. And sure enough, twice they've had someone there available to knock it in. Hall fighting for the puck. Sylvia gets it back to the D. Miller. Puck gets cut off by Prior Lake, and Sylvia gets in the way. So there's Prior Lake brings it around. Hall gets it right out in front. Now it's pushed back behind the Eden Prairie net. Prior Lake in the slot sends it over to the far wall. Now it's behind the net. And Elmquist goes cross ice, cut off by Prior Lake. Prior Lake still with the puck, tries centering it again, just how they scored the first 2 goals. And Elmquist able to chip it out of the zone. And Eden Prairie's changing personnel. Prior Lake coming in on the near side. Elliott and Tucker there. And back behind the net. And Adams picks it up. Got it up to Elliott, and Schultz knocked it into the zone. Schultz chasing on the forecheck. Prior Lake able to chip it off the wall. Now they're working their way back into the Eden Prairie zone. That's offsides. 10:05 left in the first period. Lakers up by 2. So offsides going to go right here. Lee with the draw. Prior Lake gets into the zone, right in the high slot. Puck loose. Lee grabs a hold of it. Lee working his way, takes a long shot over the Prior Lake goalie, but got it deep. And Prior Lake working their way around the back of their net and chips it out of the zone. Got a no icing. Prior Lake player snuck in. Schultz able to steal the puck, working his way into the zone. Tried centering, a little too far for Elliott. Now Elliott looking for a pass. Elliott tried to got it to Dobchuk with a quick shot, saved by the Prior Lake goalie. Now it's rung around by Dobchuk over to Schultz. Schultz cross ice, gets it to Moulton, takes a shot, goes wide of the net. Dobchuk trying to stab at it and ends up in the netting and out of play. So that'll put the puck drop in the Prior Lake zone. 9:10 left in the first period. Lakers up by 2. Lakers goalie working on his gear. Now he's ready. So Dobchuk taking the draw. Peterson and Conrad both there, and Moulton trying to keep it. That's offsides. Dobchuk taking the draw. Ends up on Segfeld. Now up to Dobchuk, who dumps it in. Dobchuk chasing after it. Got Conrad to his left. Dobchuk kicks it with his skate. Prior Lake fans on a pass of some sort, still fighting for it. Prior Lake tries to clear the zone, but Conrad keeps it in. Now Stegfeld did, and Peterson hustling after it, trying to get possession. Prior Lake bounces it off the wall. Stegfeld there, reverses direction, gets it out of the zone, and Conrad just goes cross ice to Peterson. Peterson working in, tries centering, no one home. Prior Lake working their way back the other way, 2-on-2. Takes a shot, saved by Erickson. Stick save. Now Wagner back behind the net. Wagner up to Miller, who chips it ahead and gets it out of the zone. Eden Prairie changed the personnel, and Prior Lake coming into the zone. Prior Lake takes a shot, goes off the shin pad of the defender, which was Wagner. Hall shovels it forward, and Prior Lake ends up grabbing the loose puck. Elmquist on the forecheck, trying to make something happen. And Prior Lake brings it around the near side. Elmquist, oh, no. Now, line fed, Wagner takes a shot, goes off the defender's shin pad. Miller chips it to the boards, and Eden Prairie's not offside. Shot on goal, saved by the Prior Lake goalie. And centered again, couldn't catch it. Hall gets it out of the zone. Prior Lake sends it in. He's saying no icing. Okay. Miller on the puck, chips it ahead to Sylvia. Sylvia trying to figure out what to do and gets it out of the zone. There we go. And Prior Lake sends it in. Eden Prairie just changed the forwards, I believe. Lee able to get a stick on it. Lee pounds into the back of the Prior Lake guy, and Elliott tried to chip it out. Prior Lake in the high slot takes a shot, goes off the defender's stick high into the netting. 6:37 left in the first period. Lakers up by 2. Eden Prairie's working on it. Lee able to get a stick on it, but Prior Lake sends it deep around the back of the net. Adams tried to backfeed it to Lee, but Prior Lake made it there first. Now the line's fed. Cross ice. Tucker taking issue with that. Elliott trying to get a stick on it. Now the puck's in the high slot. And D to D. Cross ice. Adams able to get a stick on it, but Prior Lake keeps it low. Now center right out in front. Shot. Erickson with the save. Another shot. Erickson with the save. Same play that Prior Lake ran to get those 2 goals. And the puck's out of the zone. Schultz on the forecheck. Prior Lake sends it deep. Adams after it. Adams chips it around, but Prior Lake guy there couldn't handle the puck. Now Peterson able to chip it up, gets it to Lee. Over to Schultz. Schultz takes a shot at it, and that was gloved by the Prior Lake goalie and held. Dobchuk with the draw. Conrad able to get a stick on it, sent it back to Moten. Now it's behind the Prior Lake net. Conrad looking for a feed, able to send it deep. Now Peterson working his way across the end line. Tried centering. Puck stick got in the way. Now Prior Lake making their way into the Eden Prairie zone. Dobchuk able to get a stick on it and sends it back behind the Eden Prairie net. Prior Lake cuts it off and centering pass. Erickson makes 2 saves. Now Conrad. Segfeld working on it. They both turn around. Now Peterson on the forecheck. Prior Lake. Moten. There's the handle on the stick. Sylvia tried to get a stick on it. Now it's sent right over to the near side here. And Prior Lake still with possession. Paul and Conrad tried to take the body on that one. Now they're fighting for it in the corner. Conrad looking for the puck when it's going to sneak out. And there's the whistle. So they'll drop the puck in the Eden Prairie zone. Like they'll keep it in the Eden Prairie zone quite a bit here in the first period. 4:11 left in the period. 2-goal lead for Prior Lake. Prior Lake wins the faceoff. A shot from the high slot. Erickson with the save. Prior Lake still with possession of the puck. Prior Lake sends it down low, looking for that same play. Wagner trying to chase it down. Tries to chip it away, and Hall chips it up the half wall. Hall able to try it again, and Prior Lake fighting for it. Wagner gets involved, and it's behind the Eden Prairie net. Wagner able to chip it out, and Moten couldn't get it out of the zone. Sent towards the Eden Prairie net. Erickson lays a stick on it and sends it to Wagner. Now Miller. No, that's Elmquist tries to shovel it up to Miller. Prior Lake gets a hold of it, won that battle. And to the D, now a shot, saved by Erickson. Hall able to clear the zone, and that's going to be no icing. Eden Prairie changing personnel. Prior Lake sends it deep. Prior Lake's there first, but Eden Prairie gets the puck. Lee trying to handle it. Prior Lake with the chance now. Prior Lake coming in, wide of the net. Tucker there, trying to take a stab at it, and cross ice. Went off of Elliott's skate, and that's going to be icing. 2:45 left in the first period. Prior Lake up by 2. So Schultz, Lee, Adams, Tucker, and Elliott out there. Lee with the draw. Prior Lake takes a shot and puts it in the one hole, top shelf, blocker side. Lakers take a 3-0 lead. 2:40 left in the first period. Tough shot to handle for Erickson in the low slot. Dobchuk taking the draw. Prior Lake. Now Conrad. Now Prior Lake coming into the Eden Prairie zone. Conrad, 3 Eden Prairie players are there. They're able to clear it. Now Peterson on a rush takes a shot, saved by the Prior Lake goalie and held. Peterson was trying to go right over his glove side pad. Dobchuk with the draw. Prior Lake gets possession. Conrad takes the body. Dobchuk tries centering. Goalie stick got in the way. Now Moten goes cross ice, cut off by the Prior Lake player. With the breakaway coming in, Prior Lake. Segfeld was able to occupy him, and he sent it right across the crease. It was a great chance by Prior Lake. Conrad fighting to get it out of the zone. Segfeld chips it up the half wall, and Conrad able to clear it. Dobchuk able to get a stick on it. Now Peterson coming in. Peterson with the chance. Tried to go backhand top shelf. Hit the crossbar. Now Prior Lake coming back the other way. Prior Lake into the zone. Drop the Peterson. Cross ice to Elmquist. Gets it to Hall, who can't catch up with it. Prior Lake coming back the other way. Into the zone. Prior Lake knocked away by Wagner. He chips it up to Elmquist, who tries to get a handle on it. Another shot coming. Miller able to knock it down with his stick. It's in the far corner. And Miller tries going cross right in front of Erickson to Wagner, but that was cut off by Prior Lake. Tucker able to clear the zone. No, that was Sylvia. Now we have a penalty going on Sylvia for tripping. Prior Lake goalie going to the bench. Prior Lake 6-on-5 for the next 26 seconds, or not 26 seconds, but there's 26 seconds left. No, there's. Now there's 23 seconds left. Sylvia to the box for tripping, and hopefully Eden Prairie can get out of this period without any more damage. Schultz taking the draw. Prior Lake with the puck. Chips it down deep along the half wall. Schultz able to chip it forward. 11 seconds left in the period. Prior Lake with the puck back behind the net. It was cross ice, far side. Prior Lake's comfy, just holding on, and that's the end of the period. Took a shot right at the end, and 3-0. 3-0. Prior Lake. Tough first period for the Eagles. All three goals within 10 feet of Erickson. Hopefully they can change the game plan and get things rolling. So end of period number 1. Prior Lake 3, Eagles nothing. Sylvia will be in the box for another minute 38. So Eagles will go on the power play right away. Or the penalty kill, I should say. Get that straight. And if you like good pizza or hot hoagies, Devani's right there. Order online at devanys.com. Vile and Wild Orthodontics. I've paid them money. Not sure why I did for Will, but okay. $15 minutes on the clock. Erickson heading to the Eden Prairie goal for the second period. We've got Lee with the face-off. And here we go. Prior Lake ends up getting possession. Prior Lake on the power play for the next 125. They'll get it into the Eden Prairie zone. Looks like they're trying to set something up. Eden Prairie able to clear it, and that is icing. It's a little too far for Elliott to stop that whistle. No, that was Lee, I think. I don't know who it was. I think it was, I don't know. Wasn't Elliott. He's not out there. Lee with the draw. Puck ends up at the line. Prior Lake looking to set up their power play. There's a D to D. Now it's along the half wall. Prior Lake sends it down to far corner. Looking for a feed. Right out in front. Shot. It was wide of the net. Knocked off the puck by the defender's stick. Prior Lake keeps it in the zone. But Schultz able to get it. Now Schultz with the chance coming into the coming into the Prior Lake. Jones backhand shot. Schultz with a score. Schultz with a goal. 59 seconds into the second period. Schultz helps the Eagles answer the 3 goals put up by Prior Lake in the first period. So 1 goal to 3. And that was a shorthanded goal. Sylvia still in the box for another 37 seconds. Prior Lake gets it into the Eden Prairie zone. Segfeld chasing after it. Segfeld pinned to the board. Moten fighting for it. Now Prior Lake keeps it deep. Prior Lake looking for a pass. Prior Lake cross ice. Takes a shot. I don't think it got to Erickson. It might have. Prior Lake back behind the net. Eden Prairie, Moten lost his stick just for a second, was able to pick it up. Prior Lake sends it deep again, and play's still going. Looks like Prior Lake snuck it in. Got their 4th goal. I don't know. It seemed like people let up right there, and Prior Lake took advantage and got the goal. Erickson ended up on his belly trying to save that. 13:20 left in the second. That was quick. And that brings it back to 5-on-5 hockey. Dobchuk trying to fight for it. Prior Lake gets it in the zone. Knocks it off of Lee's stick, working his way in. Tries a wraparound right out in front. And no goal. Slid it in right after the whistle. Tough break for the Prior Lake Lakers. 13:09 left in the second. Prior Lake up by 3. Conrad tried to chip it out of the zone. Now it's sent through the slot. A shot wide of the net. Ends up on the far side. Conrad able to clean it up. Looking for a outlet. And fans on the pass. Now Peterson able to clear it, but that is going to be icing. All the way down. 12:50 left in the second. Prior Lake 4, Eden Prairie 1. Dobchuk with the draw, still working on the puck right there in front. Peterson able to clear it. That was Conrad. No, that was Peterson. That was Conrad to Peterson. Peterson trying to work his way into the zone. Peterson working in. Has a sharp angle shot, and somehow that goes in. Peterson scores with the goal. Peterson. Sharp angle shot. I think he banked it off the goalie. So Eagles only down by 2 now. 12:32 left in the second. Peterson throws it deep. Prior Lake rung it around, and no one could stop it. Now Adams has it. Flings it out of the zone. Dobchuk tried to take a stab at it. And Conrad and the Prior Lake player go straight into each other. Now a quick shot by Dobchuk. Now Tucker able to stop that progress by Prior Lake. Now Adams gets a stab at it, falls down. And Prior Lake coming in, centers. And Schultz is going to go to the box. Knocking down a Prior Lake player that was fed the puck. So Schultz going to the box for 2. 11:46 left in the second period. Prior Lake up by 2. I'm so happy not to have to restart season cast. Hopefully this holds. knock on wood or metal or whatever you want to knock on. There's a discussion going on with the ref and Dave. Now it's over. Puck drop's going to be in the Eden Prairie zone. Lee on it. Prior Lake gets the puck. Lee pins him into the boards. Prior Lake still with possession, looking for that centering pass. Segfeld tried to block any route that way. Prior Lake still with possession. Feeds the line. Elliott gets knocked down and no call on that one. Lee tries some forward checking. Prior Lake, stretch pass, trying to keep it in the zone. Prior Lake gets a hold of it. Tries a backhand towards Elliott, Erickson. He's able to block that, and Elliott gets it up to Lee. Lee gets it poke checked off his stick. Elliott almost grabs it. Prior Lake grabs the loose puck instead. 10:52 left in the second. Prior Lake coming into the Eden Prairie zone in the high slot. Goes off Segfeld's stick and high into the netting. 10:45 left in the second period. Schultz in the box for another 59 seconds. So Eden Prairie trying to kill another minute. Hall with the draw. Elmquist and Wagner out there as well, along with Miller. Wagner back behind the net, chips it to Miller. Prior Lake catches up with the puck first. Now Wagner after it. Prior Lake, and now Elmquist gets a hold of it. Elmquist up to Hall. Hall coming into the zone, takes a long shot, hits the defender's stick. Elmquist in the far corner trying to lay a hit into the player. Hall able to cut off the pass. But Prior Lake sends it deep. Miller tries to wrap it around. No one Eden Prairie wise. It's right out in front. Erickson grabs it. Erickson only had blue sweaters right in front of him. He was able to glove it and hold it. Hall with the draw. Ends up in the far corner. Adams chips it along the far side. Kept in by Prior Lake. Goes cross ice. The D guys, high slot, shot. Goes in the net. Prior Lake, player right on in front of the net, got the rebound and put it in. 5-2, Prior Lake. I think all their goals have been within a stick's distance of Erickson. 9:48 left in the second. Prior Lake wins the draw. Hall chips it in, working his way in on the forecheck. Prior Lake reverses direction, bounces it off the wall. Sylvia trying to fight for it. Elmquist as well on the forecheck. Elmquist able to chip it and get it into the zone. Elmquist gets knocked off the puck. Prior Lake going back the other way. Prior Lake in the high slot goes off of Adams' skate. On the far side, Prior Lake and Adams and Hall all fighting for it. Sylvia picks up the puck, chips it high in the air, and clears the zone. Eden Prairie changing personnel. Prior Lake working their way across the red line. Prior Lake coming in, takes a shot. Blocker saved by Erickson. Prior Lake player tried to take a swing at it in midair, missed it though. Now another shot. Erickson able to clear it, save it, and clear it. Prior Lake along the half wall. Peterson got a stick on it. Now Peterson with the pass. Got it to Dobchuk. Dobchuk coming in. Dobchuk with the chance. Through the 5-hole. Dobchuk puts it in the goal. Dobchuk scores with the goal. 8:26 left in the second period. Eden Prairie only down by 2. Dobchuk with the goal. Snuck it in right on the ice. Great job. 8:26 left in the second period. Dobchuk with the draw again. Peterson quickly got a stick on it. Now that is offsides. Conrad and Peterson couldn't get on the right side of the line for that. Conrad gets through 2 players. Now a centering pass by Dobchuk. Peterson gets a hold of it, back behind the end line. Peterson able to chip it and gets it to Segfeld at the line. Segfeld tries to send it down. And Conrad. Prior Lake able to get it out of the zone. Segfeld tries to send it back the other way. 2-on-1 coming in on Erickson. Shot goes off the post. Tried to go the far post on Erickson. Now Lee chasing after a loose puck heading into the Prior Lake zone. With 7:38 left in the second. Prior Lake with the stretch pass. Segfeld able to grab it. And Prior Lake sends it deep. Moten back behind the net. Moten gets it up there. Elliott and clears the zone. Prior Lake working their way into the Eden Prairie zone. Segfeld able to sweep up the puck. Loses an edge briefly and able to clear the zone. Elliott on the forecheck. Lee sends it down to Elliott. And Elliott lays a hit into Prior Lake player. Schultz was there too. Prior Lake able to grab the loose puck though and clear the zone. Now it's 2-on-2. Coming back into the Eden Prairie zone. Right in the high slot. Takes a shot. Saved by Erickson and he covers the rebound. Nice job. 6:38 left in the second period. Whoop. Lost the view on that one. Sorry, I have a nasal drainage in the back of my throat. It makes me cough. So it's probably shaking the camera too. Miller takes a swipe at it in the near corner. Sylvia tries to get it out of the zone. Prior Lake sends it deep again. Hall tried to clear the zone. Prior Lake keeps it in. Now Elmquist with a chance. Tried to nudge it forward. Now Hall coming in with the chance. Hall tries to stay on the ice. Pad got down a little too quickly though. Sylvia keeps it in the zone. A shot by Elmquist goes off the defender. Now it's centered. Prior Lake's the only folks that are there though. Working their way across neutral ice. Miller takes the body. Now Prior Lake centers it. Conrad able to pick up the puck and working his way into the zone. Conrad changes direction, tries centering right for Peterson. Prior Lake gets possession of the puck. Conrad tries to check him to the boards. Prior Lake chips it up the wall. Sylvia Tucker keeps it in. Prior Lake flips it out of the zone, and Adams after it. Peterson chips it out of the zone. Could be a 2-on-1. Conrad gets a hold of the puck coming in, takes a shot. Save. Another shot goes in. Dobchuk banks it off the back of the goalie. Dobchuk with the goal. 5 minutes left in the period. Dobchuk gets Eden Prairie within 1. Nice job. 5 minutes left in the second. Eden Prairie showing some life. Lee with the draw. Prior Lake with the puck. Center it. Oh, quick shot, real close to Erickson. He had the post covered, and so he was able to save it and hold it. Lee taking the draw. Ends up on the Prior Lake D stick. Shot wide of the net. Prior Lake sends it deep again. Adams trying for it. Prior Lake brings it around the back of the net. Now Schultz after it. Schultz coming in with a heavy hit. But Prior Lake knocks. Now a quick shot saved by Erickson, and he holds it. .429 left in the second, as you might be able to see. Hall taking the draw. Hall gets it back to Moten, who rings it around. Eden Prairie tries to get it out, but Prior Lake holds it in. Prior Lake still holding it in. Wow. Hall gets a stick on it briefly. On the near corner. Elmquist working his way through the zone. Elmquist loses the handle on the puck. Gets pinned to the boards, and Prior Lake able to clean that up. Prior Lake tried to go across ice, but Elmquist's stick got in the way. Hall tries to chip it deep. Now Hall coming into the zone. Hall gets around one guy. Now Hall takes a shot wide of the net. It might have been saved. It didn't look like it was going in, though. Prior Lake sends it all the way down the ice, and that is icing. Erickson was thinking about touching it, but we'd rather have the puck drop in the Prior Lake zone with 3:30 left in the second period. Dobchuk with the draw. Puck still at the dot. Miller tried to chip it down, and now Prior Lake is a 3-on-1 coming into the Eden Prairie zone. Cross ice pass goes in the net. Prior Lake with the goal makes it 6-4. Prior Lake. 3:18 left in the second. So 2-goal difference. We'll see if we can make it back to 1 goal again. Dobchuk with the draw. Peterson chips it deep into the Prior Lake zone. Prior Lake player able to grab it first. So Prior Lake working their way through. Dobchuk able to stop that, and puck's still in the zone. Dumped deep. Wagner after it. Wagner tries to chip it around. Eden Prairie not there to receive it. Now Dobchuk tries going the other way. Conrad tried to chip it to Peterson. Got it out of the zone, though, and that's offsides. Three minutes left in the second period. Eden Prairie down by 2. Lee with the draw. Elliott and Schultz along with him. Puck ends up in the Prior Lake zone. Both Schultz and Elliott on their forecheck. Now Prior Lake coming back the other way. Adams quickly got a stick on it. Was able to change that direction. Now it's out in the neutral zone. Prior Lake sends it deep behind Erickson. Adams there. Adams working his way out. Tries chipping it to the near wall. And a shot. Erickson with the save knocks it to the far wall. And now the puck's wide open right out in front. And Lee's able to chip it out of the zone. And Elliott with the forecheck. Prior Lake changing directions quickly. Adams working on the puck. Tries to bring it around the back of the net, but fanned on it. Now Tucker and Lee working on it. And Elliott able to get the puck. Sends it cross ice to Schultz, who's working his way across neutral ice. Lost the handle on the puck. Prior Lake guy lost the handle on the puck. No, Schultz sent it deep. Prior Lake goes and chases after the puck. And Peterson, no, Segfeld able to, offsides. Segfeld able to intercept, and he was just a little too quick, or someone was just a bit too slow getting out of the zone. 1:48 left in the second period. Eden Prairie down by 2. 9:05 p.m. Prior Lake gets it into the Eden Prairie zone. Moten takes a whack at it. Moten able to poke check it away and gets it out of the zone. Prior Lake working their way back in, sends it deep. Segfeld going to be the first one there. Got a stick on it briefly. Moten took a stab at it. Now Prior Lake. Hall there. Prior Lake back behind the net, tried centering. Prior Lake still working on it, but Moten says no way. Now Prior Lake centers it. Erickson able to get a glove on the puck, moving slowly towards him. 1:06 left in the second period. Dobchuk with the drop. Miller chips it up the boards. Got it to Conrad, who goes cross ice to Peterson. Peterson gets it to Dobchuk, takes a shot. Pad save. Prior Lake coming back the other way. Right out in front. Saved by Erickson. Eden Prairie rings it around, and Conrad gets crunched to the boards. And Prior Lake's going to go on the penalty kill briefly. Dobchuk with a backhand, tried to go 5-hole, but Prior Lake goalie seals it up. 28 seconds left in the second period. Prior Lake heading to the box for something, I'm not quite sure. But he's sitting down. So Eden Prairie going on the first power play tonight. Conrad taking the draw. Ends up in the near corner. Prior Lake takes a swipe at it. Hits the puck, but Prior Lake able to get it first and sends it up the boards. Segfeld able to keep it in. Gets it down to Conrad on a deflected pass. Conrad chips it back to Moten. That's Moten, not Segfeld. And Prior Lake with the chance. Prior Lake coming in. Gets it in the goal as time expires. Rats. Short-handed goal for Prior Lake. Disappointing. With 1 second left in the period, Prior Lake goes up by 3. So Eden Prairie going off the ice somewhat dejected with that short-handed goal. On the brighter note, it's only 3 goals, whole period. Coming up, they're going to clean the ice. I don't know if I can stop this programming or not. So I'll just keep it rolling until I find out. Oh, maybe it wasn't a goal. I don't see. It was not a goal. I'm not quite sure how it wasn't a goal, but it's not. So we're going to sit tight for a while, and I'm going to go find out whether I can put this whole program on pause. And we'll go from there. Okay, we are back. You got to see Mr. Moten. I changed the camera angle so that Mr. Moten could see, or his relative, his brother, could see him. So hello, Mr. Moten's brother. I forgot your name. I know I've been told it once before. But we are ready to go. Ready to start the third period. Eden Prairie down by 3. Here we go. Conrad with the draw. Moten gets hold of the puck. Got it back to Conrad, who sent it cross ice to Segfeld, who gets knocked down. No arm up for that one. Conrad tried to keep it in the zone. Now Dobchuk flips it deep into the Prior Lake zone. Eden Prairie on the power play right now. Moten ships it to Peterson. Peterson trying to work his way in. Tried to flip it in the zone, but Conrad back to Segfeld to Moten. Moten to Segfeld, working his way into the zone, sends it deep. Dobchuk going off for a line change or a player change. Moten able to keep it in the zone. Moten couldn't get it past the Prior Lake guy. Now Hall defending, checks him against the boards, and Segfeld chasing the puck around the far side, drops it back to Conrad, who is working his way out the zone. It's across neutral, has Peterson to his left, and Hall. Prior Lake poke checks it off his stick and sends it into the Eden Prairie zone. Wagner there. Wagner chips it up to Miller, and Miller gets it out of the zone. But Prior Lake working their way back in. Quick shot. That was a stick save by Erickson. Now the puck's back behind the net in Prior Lake's control. They get it to the D and takes a shot towards the net. And guy right just at the back door snuck it in on Erickson. It makes it 8-4. Prior Lake. 13:06 left in the third. Eden Prairie down by 4. I want to say all the goals for Prior Lake have been right next to the blue paint in the Eden Prairie goal area. Hall with the draw. Prior Lake with the puck. Gets it into the Eden Prairie zone. Wagner couldn't catch up with it. Prior Lake on the forecheck. Now Almquist hustling down, trying to do some forechecking. Prior Lake able to clear their zone. Working it into the Eden Prairie zone, but Lee was able to get it out of the zone. Lee tries to lay a hit into the Prior Lake player, and we have offsides on Prior Lake. So puck drop on the near dot. 12:34 left in the third. 8-4 Prior Lake. Prior Lake not letting off. Eden Prairie. Lee with the draw. Prior Lake with the puck in the zone. Looking for it. Lee gets a stick on it. Now Tucker up to Schultz, who tried to send it into the zone. And that's offsides on Elliott. Puck drop on the far dot. Lee taking it. Elliott and Schultz next to him. Adams and Tucker on D. Lee. Prior Lake. Working their way across neutral. Adams got a stick on it briefly and knocked it around. Now it's sent back behind the Eden Prairie net. Prior Lake tried centering. Now the puck's in the near side. Prior Lake trying to keep it in. Lee tried to make a save. Erickson tried to cover it. Prior Lake still with the puck. Prior Lake. Shot. Pad saved by Erickson. Ends up in the near corner. Prior Lake D guy ends up with the puck at the point again. Now Lee collecting the puck back behind the net, gets checked off the puck. And Eden Prairie tried to clear the zone, almost got it out. Now Schultz gets knocked away from the puck. Elliott tried stabbing at it. Now Tucker tried passing it, hit the defender's shin pad, and it was rung around the near side. Now Tucker. Cross ice to Conrad, working his way across neutral. Conrad coming in. Conrad sharp angle shot goes off the goalie's, I think, his side of his mask. Now it's sent out front. Sagfeld with a slap shot hits someone in front. And Sagfeld gets the puck back in his high slot, takes a shot, goes off the defender's stick, his skate. Sagfeld gets knocked hard into the boards. Now it's centered right out in front. It's Conrad there. Prior Lake ends up with the puck though and sends it all the way down ice, and that's going to be ice in 10:23 left in the third period. Eden Prairie still down by 4. But puck drop in the Prior Lake zone. Peterson staying out there. No, Peterson's coming in. So we've got Hall, Elmquist, and Sylvia, along with Segfeld and Moden. Hall with the draw. Prior Lake brings it around the near side. Segfeld looking for the quick pass. Prior Lake working their way around the far side and chipped into the Eden Prairie zone. Segfeld reverses direction. Prior Lake gets a hold of it, takes a shot, goes off the defender's skate or stick or something. Now the puck sent low. Prior Lake with the puck. Hall able to intercept it. Elmquist gets knocked to the ground. Hall working on it along with Moten. And Elmquist able to clear it, or Hall, one of the two. Sylvia chasing on the forecheck. No offsides there for some reason. Heavy hit into the boards, and we have a penalty coming up against Prior Lake. .9:27 left in the third. Prior Lake going to Stone Hall going to the box. So Eden Prairie going on the penalty kill. A little too heavy a hit for Stone. So Prior Lake on the power play. Lee with the draw. Prior Lake feeds the line. Now it's sent deep. Cross ice. Elliott trying to get some traction. Wagner chips it out of the zone. That's going to be icing. But Eden Prairie gets a few seconds ticked off the clock. Puck drop in the Eden Prairie zone. 9:07 left in the third. .140 left on the Prior Lake power play. Lee gets knocked down off the faceoff circle. Trying to center it. Try to wrap it. Now a shot. Saved by Erickson. 3 saves by Erickson right there. Lee knocks down the puck holder. And Prior Lake sends it deep, but that is offsides. So a puck drop's going to be at center ice, I guess. Maybe? No? They're considering it. Now they've decided center ice. 1:21 left in the Prior Lake power play. Lee taking the draw. Miller, Wagner, and Elliott out there as well. Miller chasing after the puck in the near corner. Chips it up the wall. Lee tries to get it out of his zone, but the Prior Lake defender keeps it in. Lee takes the body. Prior Lake tries centering. Hits someone in front. Prior Lake back behind the net. Miller after him. Prior Lake still with possession of the puck. Wagner chasing after it. Oh, centered right out in front. Lee chips it high in the air, and Eden Prairie is changing personnel. Prior Lake goalie flips it up. Elmquist got in the way at the blue line. Tried chipping it deep on the forecheck. Prior Lake working their way into the Eden Prairie zone. Drop back pass. Now it's centered. Erickson with the save. Adams tries to chip it along the half boards, and Schultz iced the puck. 11 seconds left in the Prior Lake power play. 7:38 left in the period and the game. And 13, Prior Lake gets possession off the draw. Shot came out in front of Erickson. He didn't have to make a save there. Now right out in front. Prior Lake running their same play back behind the net. Tucker pins him to the wall in the far corner. Dobchuk there too. Prior Lake still with possession. Tried to quick shot. Saved by Erickson. Back behind the net now. Right out in front. Erickson with another save, and he holds it. So Prior Lake has run that play all night, and they have been rewarded for it. 7:12 left in the third. Prior Lake off the draw, tried a shot. Dobchuk able to get in the way. Now Conrad hustling, and that is icing on Eden Prairie. 7:04 left in the third. Give you a shot of the scoreboard. Eden Prairie needs to rifle off a few goals here. Dobchuk with the draw. Got it to Adams, who rung it around. Peterson chipped it off the wall and got it out of the zone. Conrad going to clean it up, coming in. Conrad takes a quick shot, hits the defender's stick, hit the glass in the back. Now Dobchuk back behind the net, got it to Peterson. Quick shot. Peterson scores with the goal. Peterson with 6:47 left in the game. Makes it a 3-goal game. We'll follow Peterson. Eden Prairie working on it. Coming back. Elmquist. Hall and Sylvia. Moten with the puck. Moten sends it deep into the Prior Lake zone. Sylvia trying to forecheck it. And Segfeld defending. Now Prior Lake. All the way down past the end line. Hall tried to get it to Sylvia, but Prior Lake keeps it in the zone. Prior Lake in the high slot. Quick shot. Went off the defender's stick. That was Hall. But Erickson still had to make a save. Now Elmquist tries to chip it out, and he does. Sylvia after the puck on the forecheck. Prior Lake brings it around the back of the net. They didn't ring it around. They bank passed it. Segfeld got it to Sylvia and up to Hall. Hall trying to get a hold of the puck. Prior Lake picks it off. Now Prior Lake coming in, quick shot. Pad saved by Erickson. Now the puck's out of the zone. Schultz tried to keep that puck moving, but Prior Lake able to clean it up. And Prior Lake flips it high in the air. Lee grabs the puck. Lee takes a quick shot high over the net. Now the puck's in the half wall on the far side and out to neutral. Miller sends it deep on goal and blockered down. Now Lee tries to keep it down, and Miller takes a shot from the point wide of the net. Fluttering puck. Prior Lake clears the zone. That ends up hitting someone on the bench. 5:01 left in the third. Eden Prairie working on 3 goals here. Puck drop on the dot outside the Prior Lake zone. Lee going to take it, and Schultz and Elliott on both sides. Prior Lake sends it into their own zone, I think. Back behind the net. Now banked it off the wall, and Miller able to grab the puck. Coming back the other way, but Prior Lake cuts that off. Prior Lake, Wagner on G. Wagner gets knocked off the puck. Now Lee tries to ring it around. The defenseman keeps it in the zone. On the high slot. Prior Lake coming in. Shot went deflected off a few players and ended up on the far side. Now chipped up and out of the Eden Prairie zone. Schultz able to get in the way of the pass. Schultz, heavy hit into the far corner. Prior Lake on the hunt again. Shot saved by Erickson. Adams gets a hold of it. Adams lost a handle on it briefly and able to get it out of the zone. Adams tried to get it to Conrad. Now it's on net. And Prior Lake back behind their net. Tucker able to keep it in. Now Tucker looking for a pass. And that's two that are banked off. That is Peterson with the goal. Peterson banked off. That might be the third bank off. Eden Prairie only down by 2 with 3:35 left in the third. Dobchuk with the draw. Conrad chips it in. Now Dobchuk gets it to Peterson. Peterson tries backhand. Oh, Dobchuk. Oh, Dobchuk had a chance right in front of the goal. Had the net all to himself. Dobchuk tries to get it. Peterson. Peterson with a quick shot hit goes up into the netting. That wasn't Peterson. That was Conrad with the shot. So where's the puck drop? Puck drop should be what? Outside the zone. 3:16 left in the third. Eden Prairie down by 2. Catching up. Coming back. Hall with the draw. Back to Segfeld over to Moten. Moten sends it towards net. Blockered by the Prior Lake goalie and sent into the netting. So the puck drop will be in the Prior Lake zone. 3:16 left in the third. Holmquist sends it deep. Prior Lake there first. Wraps it around. Segfeld pinches in, keeps it low, hits the ref. Prior Lake gets a hold of it. Now a stretch pass, a little too far. Erickson able to stop it. Moten back behind the Eden Prairie net. Moten chips it to Segfeld up to Elmquist, who gets it to Hall. Hall working his way into the zone. Now to Sylvia. Now the puck's right out in front. Elmquist took a stab at it. A little too far away from it, though. Hall tries to grab on. Oh, tries centering. Sylvia tried to get a hold of it. Now it's shipped to Segfeld. Prior Lake able to clear the zone. Segfeld keeps it out briefly. Segfeld defending. Prior Lake takes a shot high over the net. And Hall tries centering, and Prior Lake gets that pass. Rung around. Erickson tried to stop the puck, but no such luck. Schultz. 2:02 left in the game. Looks like Prior Lake is going to stall a little bit. Elliott gets it in the zone, gets knocked down. No penalty there. Oh, there's some extracurricular activities. Prior Lake goes cross ice, coming in the zone. 1:38 left in the game. Lee trying to swipe at it. Prior Lake tried centering. Prior Lake still with possession in the zone. 1:29 left in the game. Now they're stalling. Lee trying to fight for it. Prior Lake back behind the net. Prior Lake feeds the line. Sends it deep again. Rings it around the back of the Eden Prairie goal. Lee trying to get a hold of it. Now Wagner. Chip to the near corner. Able to get it out of the zone, and that might be icing. 1 minute left in the game. 4 minutes left in game time. And Eden Prairie needs 2 goals quick. So puck drop in the Eden Prairie zone. Dobchuk taking the draw. Ends up on a Prior Lake stick. Send it deep. Adams after it. Conrad flips it high in the air. Peterson able to grab it. Now tries to center and ends up outside the Eden Prairie zone. Now Erickson was sent. Erickson was pulled off the ice, and they got an empty net goal with 43 seconds left in the third period. Eden Prairie down by 3. Rats. So Eden Prairie with the mountain now. Dobchuk with the draw. Prior Lake gets a hold of it, chips it up the wall, and into the Eden Prairie zone. Now centered, right out in front. Erickson got it. Prior Lake got it through Erickson's 5-hole. Adds another goal. 32 seconds left in the third period. That puts a nail in the coffin. Now we have music. Paul with the draw. Sylvia trying to get a hold of it. Prior Lake does first, though. Prior Lake coming right out in front of Erickson. Puck ended up going. Paul trying to get it out of the zone. He finally does. Goes cross ice. Gets it to Tucker. 9 seconds left in the game. Tucker takes a sharp angle shot. Hall tried to swipe at it. Sylvia takes a whack at it. Hits a defender. 1 second left. And that's the end of the game. So, when it comes down to it, Prior Lake wins this one 10-6. Eden Prairie put up a valiant effort. So, what's good about this is that I didn't have to deal with the shutdowns of season cast, so I'm happy about that. Eden Prairie, I'm sad about the loss, but there's another game coming up. Don't know when, but it's coming. So until next time, we'll see you around the block.